Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now, sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. Because we don't have a code to handle it. We got a ghetto code. You know, we got the tattoos and the 9mm. I mean, we know what to do. We know what to do with each other. We don't know what to do when we isolated with a whole bunch of white folks. And we need a code for handling that. See what I mean? That's one thing I learned being on that mountain in Japan, because there's mostly white guys up there. And you know what? I got along with them because I had a code. See, I learned real quick that that's all I needed. Put me around any bunch of white folks, I don't have no problem. When they use the word, which is what they did, I don't even flinch. I don't bat an eye. Why? Codification. That's the only difference between me and the other black guy. We're both black. But why is it that I acted different from the way he acted? He goes berserk. I was calm all the time. Now, because I'm smarter or stronger or whatever, no. Codification. I'm going according to a code. When white people say around me, I don't flinch. I don't bat an eye. All you got to do is just tell yourself that. You know, you don't have to get permission from nobody or nothing. You just tell yourself, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to even look up. Whatever I'm doing, I'm not going to even look around. Keep doing just what I'm doing. Because they're saying it when I'm not around anyway. See what I mean? I already know that. See? Understanding. I understand racism. I'm not expecting them to act any other way. They can walk around and say all day. It won't bother me out. Not at all. None. Again, all day long. It will not bother me. I mean, they can try it, you know. They can come in and announce, well, fella, yesterday I counted the times I said it came to 312. I'm going to double that today. Help yourself. Triple it, you know. See, it's a mindset. Codification is a mindset. But it's orchestrated. It's precision. You start breaking bad and calling them whitey and all this old kind of stuff and all like that, hey, it has just the opposite effect. I found that out real early. They're the ones tiptoeing. When they use the word, they start tiptoeing from then on. Start wanting to do you favors. Because you didn't react. Not at all. None. See, and that what's that's telling them is that this guy's black. I don't know whether he's a or not. You know? In fact, I don't know what in the hell he is, you know? Other than weird, you know? And that's one thing that the white supremacists don't like. You don't like to be able not to be able to figure you out. See, weird, I mean, no, you don't want them on the plantation or nothing. And see, there ain't nothing more weirder than a black person on his own wavelength.
got his own way of thinking. Doesn't fit in nowhere. What we might call loosely kind of in his own world. Man, the things that you think he'll react to, he don't react at all. And he come up with some strange things when he starts talking. It's out of nowhere. And very seldom talks about anything unless it pertains to something. That's a weird you know? You can say anything around him. He just listens and looks at you. Sometimes looks like he's looking through you. You know? So back on the plantation days, they got rid of him. They sold him down the river on the next shipment. They put him off on some other plantation owner. Yeah. Say, well, why did you sell him? You know, I don't know. I just got a bad feeling about it. Say, well, what does he do? He does what the other do. He does what he's told. But there's something strange about him, you know. He's not laughing. He ain't playing the tambourine, you know. He didn't get mad and cry, you know, when I talked to him like I did. He just looks at me like he's looking in another world. You know. Last year I had 3 of them like that. I got rid of all of them.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah. See? Now, the reason I say that, because when I started acting codified, and it wasn't an act, I was just following the code. You know? What's the best thing to do? What's the best thing not to do? You know? What's the worst thing I can do? You know? But usually I was always looking for the best thing to do and say. And I started doing it. I didn't even have a name for it then. I didn't call it a code. I just called it, you know, this is my way of doing things. You know? Because I knew I had to do something. And then I noticed that white guys started being attracted to me. They wanted to talk to me. But see, I wouldn't talk to nobody about nothing unless it was about something of substance. See what I mean? And then I, you know, little by little, things start coming to me about how everything worked. I started settling down. I wasn't jumpy all the time, you know. I wasn't walking around feeling like somebody's going to say something to hurt my feelings. I mean, you know, I had the position of, man, give it your best shot. You know? I mean, when it comes to trying to hurt my feelings, spend 2 weeks trying to think of everything that you can possibly say to hurt my feelings, and then come and unload at once, you know. And give it all you got and see how I react, because I'm going to react the same way, whether you say one thing or 10,000. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that, because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.